Kid Brother, and the track is Pastels, and that's off Baltimore Street Rat, the album. And holy smokes, guys, I can't tell you how loud that was in my car all week. It was so good.
It's meant to be listened to loudly. So
yes.
That's good.
Oh, absolutely. It just such good volume. And that's, well, I love it. So before we jump in, let me just give you a proper introduction here. So on DC Music Rocks, we're shining a spotlight on the great songs, artists, and incredible people behind the DC region's music scene. And Kid Brother is an independent band from Northern Virginia, founded when, as they say, the celestial space gods called upon Richard, Dylan, Lindsay, Sam, and Christian to go forth and create a band in the spring of 2016. So, focused on originality and genuine lyricism, Kid Brother fuses together elements of rock, indie, folk, and blues to create a sound that they say is truly their own. And I would agree. They kind of sound similar to some things, but Kid Brother is definitely a unique sound. And I saw him at Union Stage, several months back, and have been a fan ever since. And I'm so freaking excited you guys are going to come do this festival too, because, oh man, it's so powerful to see you guys do your thing on stage for sure. So thanks for being here, guys.
That's awesome. Thank you. Very kind words.
And now reintroduce yourselves if they're listening. So tell them again who you guys are.
I'm Dylan, and I play guitar.
And I'm Sam, and I play drums.
Fantastic. Yeah. Sam and Dylan. That's awesome. And, okay, you got to tell me the story behind the name. Kid Brother, where does that come from?
Yeah, so Christian, growing up, was largely raised by his sister. His sister and his mom, and his sister kind of always referred to him as her kid brother all the time. Rarely did he hear Christian. He frequently heard my kid brother.
Yeah.
So that nickname kind of stuck with him as a powerful emotion for him. So
absolutely. So Kid Brother is that's where the name came from.
Yeah,
very cool. And what part of the region? We said you're from the Northern Virginia area. What part?
I guess like a central location would be Leesburg.
Okay.
That's kind of where we've like centered ourselves, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, like some Christian lives in Ashburn. He's from Baltimore. I'm
Richard's
from
in
Percival,
Reston. So yeah, we're around Leesburg though.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like our practice location. And
right. That's where the magic comes together when it happens.
Yeah.
The HQ. I like that.
My roommates love.
I'm sure they're so excited with it. Based on just how big of a sound we were talking about and how loud it's supposed to be played, I'm sure your roommates are ecstatic.
Man. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes yeah, sometimes no.
Right. Sometimes after they've had a few, it sounds like it might be fun, and then other times, oh my God, we're doing this again. Oh, goodness. Now, so for both of you guys, talk about your earliest memory with music.
You first.
Earliest memory with music.
Unless you don't
like playing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, anything musical. What's your earliest memory?
I had like a really colorful xylophone when I was really small that I still remember. It might have been plastic. I'm not sure.
Was this one of the ones that, did you actually use a mallet, or is it like you press the button?
I think it was like more like a bell.
Okay.
Maybe it was metal.
Like a glockenspiel kind
of
thing?
Yeah. I mean, it's a very thin memory.
Sure.
That's because it's my earliest, so that's about as far back.
Do you remember? And did you actually like play it for people, or do you just remember?
I'm sure I smacked it.
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever old enough to consciously do anything on it, but
we're gonna pull that back out on the second album now.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
The kid xylophone.
Yeah.
It's Kid Brother with the kid xylophone. That's it.
All kids' instruments on the second album.
I hope I didn't make that up. Yeah. I think that's a real memory.
We'll get your parents on here later at the show. Somehow we'll fact check that. Yeah, exactly. I like that. What about you, Sam?
Well, my dad played in bands for like 40 years. So from the time I can remember, I was going to watch his band play. And his drummer was insanely talented. So that's the guy that kind of made me want to start hitting things. So
nice.
Yeah.
When you're inspired to hit things by other people.
Yeah.
And fortunately, it turned out to be drums.
Yeah.
And not other people.
Right.
So,
right.
Yes. That's
close
good.
call.
Oh, God. I love it. Now, what about your first memory performing music then? What comes to mind?
Ooh, my first quote-unquote show.
Okay.
Me and my friend played, I was so nervous. We played in the library for a talent show in middle school. I guess I was like 6th or 7th grade, and we just played like just the 2 guitars of a From First to Last song, which is like not really a song you just play guitars of. But yeah, that was my first, I guess, technically live performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a talent show for me. They wouldn't let us play Nirvana, so I think we covered a Green Day song. It was 7th grade, and
Nice.
it went pretty well. I
And
think.
you were on drums on that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. So you guys have always played the instruments that you're on now,
Mm-hmm.
or do you dabble in some other things too?
They made me take piano before drums, so I took like 8 years of piano lessons. That old excuse that parents
My
always
mom
give.
tried to do that to me too.
They
I
all
get
do
it.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It makes sense, but who wants to listen to a
does it
5-year-old
really?
bang
Like,
on drums?
yeah. Well, fair. I mean, I guess strategically for them, it's good because they don't have to listen to the drums.
I think that's the whole thought process behind that trick.
Oh my gosh, that's. I think that's what every drummer says too.
Yeah, yeah. Had to take piano. Couldn't play
Sure,
drums.
be a smarter musician. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Like, oh my god. Now, so, please do describe for folks. So, if they go see Kid Brother at a show, describe what a Kid Brother show is like and what they're going to see.
Well,
Organized chaos.
yeah, I'm gonna flail around a lot.
Yeah.
I might
There's
run into Sam's drums.
a lot of
I've done it
energy.
many times.
He almost fell like into my drum set. Like we have a lot of fun playing live. It's our favorite thing, and I think that people in the crowd can tell how much fun we're having up there. And you've seen us play.
I mean, I've seen you play. It
Yeah.
looks like you're having a lot of fun up there.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, high energy. Big drums, lots of guitars, cool harmonies between Lindsay and Christian. They've got great voices. So
Oh, they really do.
Yeah.
You heard some of it on Pastels, the song we just played. There was some of that too. Ooh, it's good.
They'll do it.
So I want to back to you two on the personal side. Talk about outside of music, like hobbies and stuff. What do you do outside of music?
Dylan has a great new hobby that he's very
I do have a
excited
great
about.
new hobby. So, me and Christian recently took up indoor rock climbing.
Really?
Yeah, Lindsay comes every once in a while. We got Richard out once. We're still trying to drag Sam out there.
Same
But
as
we
me.
take
I
it
work too much.
moderately serious. Yeah.
And
We
when
got
you
like
say
2 or 3 times a
moderately
week.
serious, so dang, all right.
It's like
He bought special shoes for it.
I feel
I
like
bought
that's the
special
threshold, right? Once
Yeah.
you buy the shoes,
Yeah.
then you're actually like, okay,
You're obligated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing this thing.
It's real.
Yep,
But yeah, we have a good time.
that's awesome.
We
Where
try.
do you do that?
We do it out in Sterling. There's an indoor place called Sport Rock.
Sport Rock. I've
There's
heard
a
of that one.
shameless
Yeah.
little plug there.
There you go. Sport Rock, you're welcome.
That's gonna get me
Yeah.
a free membership when I
Yeah,
start
right.
coming.
Right, referrals. Can we get
Free
referrals?
radio.
Make sure. Yeah. I say his name's Dylan. He's a member, and yeah, refer. He referred everybody. This is good.
Perfect.
Yeah. And Sam, what about you, man?
I guess a lot of hiking and checking out all the great breweries and stuff. That's kind of
Nice.
I like going to them.
Alcohol and hiking.
Yeah,
That's an interesting combination.
especially if you
I
can
dig
mix
that.
the two. Then that's the best way to do it.
So clearly, it is not an aggressive, hard hike. It's more of an enjoy nature and drink
Yeah,
beer hike. kind of
exactly.
thing.
Be comfortable
Nice.
with nature, and yeah, it's great.
Oh, I love it. That's good.
And Leesburg's kind of out there. We're closer to the trails and everything, so there's a lot of cool spots out there to go hiking.
Yeah. So I mean, I've definitely heard that. I've gone out there to Front Royal and places out that direction.
Yeah.
There's some great, you got Skyline Drive and all the stuff happening out there. That's really cool. Now, what about you guys? Talk about the band. What's the funniest moment on stage that comes to mind with the band?
Dylan almost falling through my drums was really good.
Dude, that...
When
that's
did
like
that
some-
happen?
That was a Jam and Java probably 2 months ago.
Yeah, that was like gravity defying. I'm not really sure what happened, but I was flailing around a good bit, and I just kind of like leveled over Sam's entire drum set with the upper half of my body, and somehow didn't fall over.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get pretty close to knocking Sam's drums over nearly every show.
Every show.
But a funny thing, so a couple months ago was at Tally Ho was Christian's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So we did like some surprise stuff for him there. It didn't really stay a surprise, but we brought like a big pinata of what was it? I think a T-Rex
That
on
sounds right.
stage. Filled it up with a bunch of warheads and ring pops, and so we had a pole hit the pinata like in the middle of the set, and one of the ring pops flew out and actually hit Christian's roommate
I forgot about that.
in the crowd and gave him a little tiny black eye.
Yeah, he had a black. It hit
He
him
had
so
a black
hard.
eye from a ring pop?
That Christian
Stop
hit out
it.
of a T-Rex pinata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next day he came and I thought he was joking, but he was 100% serious.
Yeah.
He got hit in the face with
He
the ring
came up
pop.
to us. He's like, "This right here is all your fault."
Oh
He's
my
like,
god.
"That's a ring pop."
That's amazing. From a pinata
Not
at a
what we
rock
intended.
show. It's one of those stories that you're like, were there drugs involved? It's like you're telling me about a pinata and a ring pop and a black eye, and these are all words that don't, and a rock show
Yeah.
that don't, yeah.
There's tequila.
And
but
out
no
of
drugs.
300 people, it hit Christian's roommate.
Yeah.
God, what are the chances? Is there a photo?
love
Is there a photo of this somewhere?
I really hope
Maybe.
so.
God,
Probably
Christian's
not. I
roommate,
don't
if you're
know.
listening, can you send a selfie photo if there is one that I hope you took one.
There's
First
video
all,
of him smashing the pinata, but
Yeah.
I never looked to see like the direction of the candy flying. So
funny. If I get my hands on that, I'm going to share it because that's really funny. I like that. What about for Kid Brother? What's the biggest success moment that comes to mind?
oh man,
I think our first tour, I guess. I mean, we're working on some stuff, but I guess that so far that was the biggest.
yeah, and playing. I think when you start out as a band in DC, you kind of go up the chain of venues and everything. So getting to play like all the venues that we've always gone to see bands that we really like playing. That's really cool for us
That is
to like
cool.
be able to start actually doing shows at these spots.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had a cool. I shared, well, not shared a stage. Played on the same stage as my favorite musician in the same week.
That's
which was
true.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
That
love
was
it, guys.
cool.
Now, and my other favorite question that I ask is, if you could offer one piece of advice, what would it be?
For other
I'll leave it,
musicians.
I'll leave it open-ended for you. You get to offer one. What would it be, guys?
Advice. I don't know if I'm qualified to give
You want me to do it?
Everyone is available to give
I would,
advice.
as far
Go
as
for it.
music-wise,
Yeah.
I think just do it. Like, everyone always said that, but I was like, yeah, okay, sure. And then, like, we just did it. I think just don't be that picky.
Don't
Yeah.
be
You know?
that
Don't be
picky.
too...
But like,
be smart, but don't be too picky.
Meaning, what are you referring to when you
Like,
say that?
I don't know, like, I think, like, so many bands I've almost been a part of, I've been like, oh, I don't like this exact thing about it, and then it just kind of, you know, like, I think just staying on it
yeah.
and practice a lot, because otherwise, if you don't sound that good at practicing, you're not going to be motivated to play a show.
That's true.
Fair. This is true. If you get together and practice and it doesn't sound good, then you're going to be scared to play it in public. So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
practice thing.
Yeah, we were practicing like 3 or 4 times a week when we first started,
Yeah, we
just
should
because
do
we were
that.
just excited.
Yeah.
We should do that again.
Yeah, we should.
We should. Whoa, practice is a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Should take my own
We need to
advice.
practice what we preach.
Oh, Sam, what about you, man? What's your piece of advice?
I'm a stickler for like, don't play what you think people want to hear, but just play like what you want to play. And
Okay.
then like the people that there's always gonna be someone out there that says negative things or positive things, but like just stick with what you like, and it'll take from there.
Is there like an example, or did this happen to you somehow that comes to mind when you're talking about this? Or
No, I mean I've heard of bands. I won't name drop or anything, but like people want to try and sound like what they think is going to make them successful. So rather
okay.
than playing like what you think is going to get you to whatever you dream to be, I just think it's best for people to play with what they like truly, rather than what they think other people will like.
Yeah, I think
Right.
you'll be way more into it. as
Yeah.
I was gonna say it'll probably be much more rewarding when you get there
Totally.
if you've been playing the stuff that you wanted to play,
Totally.
so that when you're there, you don't feel like you faked it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this is the stuff that I love, and I'm sharing what I love, and
Yeah.
now I'm here playing this because it's all the stuff that I love, and now I get to share what I love.
Yeah.
I switched
Although
my
I-
advice to Sam's advice.
I'm gonna counter my own advice though.
So forget practice, okay? No, we did
You
not
don't need to
say.
practice. Yeah. I will throw a little counter though. The best piece of advice that a musician that I really respect gave me was for musicians also, and this is going to directly counter.
Okay.
If you aren't in a band, don't be picky about joining bands that it might not be your style of music. So like if you have an opportunity to play even if it doesn't seem like your kind of thing. I'm not a big metal guy personally, but I played in metal bands for years just because otherwise I wouldn't be playing any music at the time. So,
Right.
but then once you get into a project that you have some sway, then you can.
So instead, you just keep trading up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which,
Climbing the
honestly,
ladder.
yeah, climbing. Like, some people climb the corporate ladder. Some people climb the ladder of the music they like to get there. Eventually. I love it. And for those folks who want to find out more about Kid Brother and all the cool stuff you guys have going on and stuff, where do they go?
Facebook's great. So that's facebook.com/
Kid Brother VA?
Kid Brother VA.
Or Kid Brother Music.
Yeah, you'll
think
find
Kid
us.
Brother VA.
Kid Brother VA.
Kid Brother
for
VA.
sure. Yeah.
I know on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, it's at kidbrother.va.
Yes, I got you.
So that's tricky.
So we're looking up. You're looking up Kid Brother and VA. And is there a website?
Kidbrothermusic.com.
And that one
A
has
little
all our
something
shows
different
and
for each of you.
merch and all that as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check it out. Very good.